Good morning and welcome. There's no place like your home. I would say this is probably take 4. I usually am able to get my videos done in one take, and between cats and itching, scratching my head and scratching my nose, I've had to stop and start over again. So um, let's try this to be a take so I can get this on my channel this morning. It's another cloudy day here. I guess we're supposed to get real rain, but the humidity is much higher than it was yesterday, and it's a little uncomfortable. So I'll be getting my work clothes on and getting my hair pulled up after a bit here. I wanted to just add another quick video on some of my tips and tricks that I do that I realize I forget to explain when I do another video. And here comes a cat. I don't know which way she's going. Okay. If you've noticed, I do use and have 4 mirrors hanging on my first floor. And as I said, the dining room is about 8 by 10, maybe 8 by 11. And my living room is, I think, 8 by 12, or yeah, 8 by 12. So the rooms are small, and my initial concept in designing my first floor was to make it more of a flowing area, not so much like here's the dining room, here's the living room, but it kind of is that way. So as I had said yesterday, mainly I push the table up against the window, so there's just more of a flow, more of a gathering seating area. And the mirrors have really helped in creating the feel of a larger space as well. So that's the tip I really want to share with you. When you are decorating or changing things, consider a mirror as a piece to just enlarge or feel like the space is enlarged for yourself. Another thing that I do is I use, I've found necklaces to, just for a piece of whimsy to add to some of the decorations. And I found this little picture at the thrift store, and the color just struck me so much. I just love that. And I've used it out here on the porch, on the little table behind you and in front of me, to pull that together. And a friend of mine had just dropped off a couple little beads, a bag of little beads. So I just draped that over this little picture. And maybe I could wear these at some point. I really haven't thought of it. Or they could be put on, if you have a nice big straw hat and you were wearing something of this color, to drape it around the brim. That would be fun. So you can use many things for many different purposes. It just doesn't have to be a standard use. So when you are out thrifting and going to different places, flea markets or yard sales, think outside the box with what that could be used for. Another thing I really got into for a minute were lampshades, and this is not the shade I really want on here. I think it's a little small, but I'm going to bring the camera around. So I got this this lamp on a free site, and I touched it up, gave it a fresh coat of black spray paint. It's wrought iron, and I really like it. And then I found a little inexpensive white shade, and then I decorated it with ribbon and then all those different shells. It had been down in the extra bedroom, which I did like a beach theme, and maybe I'll redo that again, another video on that to show you what I came up with in just giving that a nice feel. It's in the basement, but it is a finished room, so I wanted to have that bright and light as well. But anyway, lampshades, you can do so many things with them. There's tons of videos on how people fabric them, paint them, just do so many things with them. for a decoration. So, you know, that's something to think about as well. Plates, I've gotten them at the thrift store just for 50 cents, and I actually have plates around among my flowers, among my plantings, just as an accent. And as always, you know, you have to find your style, and that's really the message I want to convey when I make these videos to you. It is to share what I've come up with, but for you to take that and do your thing for you. You know, just more of as a support is my goal, not, you know, look what I've done. That's not the message I want to give out. I want to say, hey, have you ever thought of this? Because I didn't. I just discovered this as a way to make things work for the way, you know, that I like. This was, somebody threw this window away, and I took it and spray painted it and just threw these little knobs on as just to kind of add some decoration, just some fun. So it looks like I have a window back out here on the porch, which I think all the panels, yeah, they all fell out eventually. So, all right, well, I hope you're having a good day. Just wanted to you know, give you kind of a behind the scenes idea of, you know, why I do what I do. Another thing too, before I forget, my chandelier in the dining room was a low hanging piece, and it has the hand painted bowl. I got that 30 years ago, and because the room is small, it was kind of in the way. Everybody was hitting their heads on it, like at the table. So I found a mount at the thrift store and redid it myself. I was pretty proud of that. I had a friend who guided me through how to do that. So I wouldn't recommend unless you really, you know, are confident. I wouldn't mess with electricity. I don't mess with too much electricity or plumbing or gas. So I leave that to people who really know what they're doing. But anyway, and it works. It's not my ultimate enjoyment of it. Doesn't really do it the most justice. But if you noticed on my last video, I had a necklace strung around it as well, and some lights which I do put up at night at times. So again, always, you know, just try to, you know, rethink something. If it catches your eye wherever you're shopping, you know, oh, I like this, but you know, it's a pillowcase. Well, you might be able to use that fabric for something else, you know, or a plate. I have a lot of plates out in my gardens, and I think they're okay. You know, maybe somebody might think it's tacky or whatever, but the way I've placed them and how I've used them, I enjoy them. I enjoy, you know, adding those on. So I hope to see you soon. I always thank you for your time. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm not doing this for money. I don't even know how to do that. So this is just something that I like to do, and I like to share my thoughts and ideas with you, hoping to inspire you to do your life the way that it makes you feel your best. I look forward to hearing from you in comments, and I'll see you soon.